Yo, what up, friends? UFC 313 is this weekend from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. We are going to give you our Clubberdy's analysis on co-main and main event, and then we'll give you the quick hitters on the rest of the main card. But the co-main event, what was that?
I need to go undefeated. I've been taking a bath in my UFC picks. I've been taking a bath. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I was not going to call you out, but these past few cards, you've been on a little bit of a rough patch.
I made a video of my predictions on one card. I didn't release the video, and it was just I wasted about an hour putting that video together. I'm glad I didn't post it. I'm glad I didn't post that shit. I'm sorry, Troy. Great. My man Troy be listening. Hey, my bad, bro. I got you. Got you this
That's
one.
Great. In the co-main event, we have Rafael Fiziev, the number 11 ranked lightweight, versus the number 3 in the world lightweight, our boy, Justin Gaethje. Gaethje is actually the underdog here. And then we have the main event. Magomed Ankalaev verse. Oh yeah, sorry.
No, you said it. I'm just saying it so I can get it right.
Oh, okay. Versus Poatan. You know we love him here on this program. The champ. The man, he will fight anytime, anywhere, it seems like. Alex Pereira. So what a damn fight this is going to be. What are your initial thoughts on this before we get into each individual fight?
This card is, I mean, you're supposed to have Fiziev is stepping in for Dan Heyman Hooker, who got an injury, and Justin Gaethje is going to fight Fiziev again. And you know, I'm pretty that fight. I'm intrigued, but it's on 3 weeks, 4 weeks notice. So I'm just waiting for my dog to quit doing spinning running, so we just lay down and quit making a bed over there.
Not the Booker T spinning running.
Yeah, the dogs. We gotta get the covers, move it around, lay down. All right, now he's down. Golly.
That's great.
But anyways, so. Yeah, so this fight, if it was originally announced, it wasn't nobody stepping in, I'd feel more confident with him. Mm-hmm. I know he is the favorite because last time we saw Gaethje, he was face down, and you know what up. That's when we saw him get knocked out by Max Holloway at Dan Friday or First Friday or Last Friday or wherever that Friday's fake Fridays
almost
in Nashville. What's that place called? Almost Fridays?
Almost Fridays.
Whatever. Some of the waitresses look almost thirsty.
You said everything, but you're so stupid.
Some of the waitresses, I tell you, woo, did you jog here?
God, did you jog here? It's diabolical.
They're smelling like that. Jesus.
Damn. Okay. Well, then first, let's go ahead and we're going to give you the quick hitters here on the main card. So we have 3. As always, on the UFC, everybody, they do the 5 fights on the main card. So we're going to go ahead and give you the club bangers for the 3 quick hitters, and then we'll move into the co and main event. So here are your quick hitters. First, our boy, Bobby Green, King Green, versus Mauricio Ruffy. Who do you have in this fight?
Last time we saw Mr. Bobby King Green, Patty Pimpleton. I always push his last name. He got him up out of there.
Pimblett. Yeah.
He got him up out of there. We all know he is the new aged, more advanced Kevin Holland / not as advanced Nate Diaz gatekeeper. Okay. We all know Bobby Green. I love your fighting. Love you. You love the fight. You love to fight anybody, anytime, but you got like 16, 15 losses. He's outside with Ben painting that fence with Tom Sawyer. We all know he's a gatekeeper. Okay. He's out there. All right. I'm just saying he's out there. The dude he's fighting, Ruffy, is 11-1 with 10 knockouts.
Okay.
This would be one of those fights where Green would come out of nowhere and get the win, but it ain't gonna happen. I got Green getting knocked out in the second round. Yeah, I was fast with this one. Second round knockout, Ruffy.
Second round knockout for Mauricio. Who was it? Was it Mauricio? Wasn't that from Hook? Wasn't that the kid's name from Hook?
That's
from
Rufio.
The movie Hook? Oh, Rufio. That's right. I got it. Mauricio and Ruffy. Rufio. That's funny. Over King Green's second round knockout.
Good
All
point.
Right.
You know what? See, Wombat has you have a good point. And like I said, this would be one of those fights where Bobby Green he could put on performance. You know what I'm saying, and get in the guy's head and take him down a couple times or knock him out. So if you're looking at for a wild, I'm not gonna do a caveat, but if you're looking for a wild, whatever, you can put money on Bobby Green and not feel bad about it. But I won't be shocked if he gets up out of here in the second round.
Now, going down. That's what Morning Wombat kind of agrees with you here. He says his concerns with Green are his chin and his durability. So you're no caveat, but you could see Green if Green were to win. Not that this is a caveat, not official.
Yeah, if you want to, hedge your bet or kind of,
would it be KO or what?
It'd be it'd be a KO. I don't think it'll go to whole. I would say a split. I see him getting a split.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Split.
Awesome. And then just hit me with the it's time to let you know or something like that. We can do that because
the quick hitters. Oh
yeah. So next one is in a women's strawweight bout. Number 5, Amanda Lemos versus number 7 ranked Yasmin Lucindo. Lucindo is actually from Brazil, or they're both from Brazil, but she's actually the favorite here over Lemos, who is the higher ranked fighter. Who is your pick here?
Well, I'm not gonna take too long on them. Once we say let's go,
clubs, bangers, clubs, bangers, clubs, bangers.
Oh, come on, stop doing that.
Slow down, clubber.
Yeah,
Yasmin, step into the arena, step to the podium. You won. Okay. I think this will be a 3-round banger, but I think it'll be unanimous decision for Yasmin.
Okay. All right, unanimous decision.
I don't want to see her get knocked out. That's why I said unanimous decision. I like Lemos. She's a good fighter.
I thought you were going to go with Lemos because I know you
was. I like. She's a good fighter, but women's division is in desperate need of a makeover. They need new, younger fighters. And I don't even know the age of the young lady, but they just need. You're seeing the same faces always in the rotation of the women's fighters. You got to have people moving up and taking these young ladies out, and others popping up, being the next breed. That's one of my issues with the UFC women's division. You know what I'm saying? You have your top tier. It's like March Madness for women's back in the day. You knew that Tennessee was guaranteed going to be the Final Four. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Every year,
they're at least going to Final Four. But now the talent drop off isn't as bad in women's basketball, college basketball. So that's what the UFC needs to start investing more of these and building up more stars, because it's a bit of a drop off after the top 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Big drop off. So I'm hoping she wins, so we start seeing some change to this. Okay. So
there you go. All right. Now, next fight, number 13 ranked lightweight Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. And Bahamondes is from Chile. He is the 125 favorite here. Jalen Turner, a very slight 105 over 105. Damn it. 105 underdog. Sorry.
So Jalen, with his height and his length, you would think he's a freak of nature. He should be running through people. But he
do be knocking fools out, though.
I mean, he's that. Like when I wanted him to win, when I wanted him to be what he should have been, he loses to Bobby Green. Okay. When I want him to be what he should be, he loses to Dan Hooker. So, and he has 8 losses already, something like that. He's 16-8 or something like that. So, I mean, he's very talented, especially at that size. He's like 6'2", 6'3".
He's 14-8, and Ignacio is 16-5.
Yeah, and Ignacio is more of a kickboxer. So Jalen is. I don't want to put him outside on that fence. Okay, I don't want him messing with the gate. Okay, but he's getting close.
He's getting close.
That gatekeeper status. I don't want to put him there. Okay, but it's time. You know what?
Clubs, bangers.
he might as well get the bucket. I don't think he's going to win today. I don't think he's going to win. He might as well get that paint bucket. He might as well get that brush, get that bucket, go ahead up outside. Go on outside, all right? He's going to have to go ahead. He have to get outside, all right? He's got to help Nate Diaz, help Bobby Green, help Kevin Holland. Somebody got to nail the fence. Somebody got to make sure the gate's not a squeaky going, opening, closing, you know.
All my favorite dog fighters. They'll just be in there. They're dogs. And
yeah, Jay, I like him, but God, dog, man. Jeez. The dude he's fighting is no joke. He's very good, okay? And I can see him getting caught, or I can see him just want to stand up with him this whole time and just losing him points. It'd just be a unanimous decision. It's one of those fights where it can go the whole distance, or he can get knocked out or get like a body shot and go down like in the second round or so. I'm not feeling Jalen. I'm sorry. I know he trains with Hamza. I used to train with him and do all that stuff, but it's just, yeah, I'm sorry. He's got to go up outside. Go outside, tend to that gate.
Hey, when Clubber D says you better go tend to that gate, you better get your tools and walk on outside. Morning Wombat says he's as well picking Mohamed. That is a hard name. Bahamondes. I think he's a better striker than Turner. He's also a counter striker from the outside, so Turner would have to shoot for the legs from a long way out and could get clipped.
And Turner can do that, but for him to go from way up here to all the way down there, he's a tall guy for that weight class. He's very tall, and yeah, he can get clipped. He can get one of those. It could be either a Derek Lewis, a Curtis Blades uppercut, or smell my knee to the head. You know what I'm saying?
Smell my knee, not the smell my knee.
Right to the forehead.
That's one. He also follows up a lot of kickboxers and MMA like Bahamondes get taken down easily because they're trying to apply pressure from the front foot.
Yep, front foot heavy. And see, well, I mean, but that's the thing. Turner, I just don't see Turner being able to take him down at will. You know, Turner's not an overly great wrestler. Like his wars with Hooker and all those were all stand up, but when he fought Bobby Green, he was towering over Bobby Green and still lost that fight. So
that's a really good point. Yep, good point. Okay, cool. Well, then let's move it into the co-main event: Rafael Fiziev versus Justin Gaethje. Again, here, Fiziev is the favorite, 162. Gaethje is the 136 underdog. But again, you have to take into account of the quick turnaround here. Gaethje is 26-5, lost his last fight, while Fiziev is 12-3, also taking a loss in his last fight. Gaethje has a 3-inch height advantage, while Fiziev has a 1.5-inch reach advantage. Mm-hmm. My friend, what do you think about this fight?
This is a rough one because Rafael's coming off of 2 losses, okay? 2-loss losing streak. The one was to Gaethje, which was on Friday night, which is a good fight, very good fight. And he lost to Gamrot, which is Gamrot's so trash, but he lost to him. He had an injury in the second round. He hasn't fought in about 18 months. This is a long layoff for him. You know, Gaethje we haven't seen since Max Holloway knocked him out. Gaethje, he's only had 5 losses, but he's been through so many wars in the UFC and even in the World Series of Fighting. This guy, his style, he's coming forward. He's going to attack that lead leg. You know what I'm saying? And the thing with Gaethje is how much damage can your body take before it's over with? And what is he at age? 30? Just Gaethje is 36 years old. So granted, he hasn't fought in well over a year, I believe. How's his body going to react? How's his body right now? Can he still take a punch? Can he still be high motor? Okay, you're looking at Gaethje. 10 out of his 13 UFC fights have been either fight of the night or performance of the nights. Okay, you look at 7 out of 9 of Rafael fights have been fight or performance of the night. So these guys know how to put on the show. The question is, how is a 32-year-old Rafael coming off an injury going against a 36-year-old Justin Gaethje for getting knocked the fuck out? You know what I'm saying? Literally, when we saw him, Max Holloway called that, said, "Listen, right in the middle of the ring and pop, you know."
Come on, baby.
He was like a cartoon, face down, butt up. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. Okay, so
in the cup.
Whoa, what are you singing over there? What's face down?
It was that song. No, it was the song. You remember that? Face down. Wait, was that a girl that sung it? I thought that was a guy that sung it.
We'll research that later. But
Oh shit!
Yeah. Why would a guy sing that? Why would a guy sing that?
What am I doing right now?
Oh, hey yo, times 1,000. But
hey yo,
like I said, Gaethje being 36 coming off that terrible knockout, and you got Rafael coming off that knee injury. You know, I love Justin Gaethje, but
Clubs, bangers.
yeah, I got Rafael winning this. I got Rafael winning.
Oh no,
Yeah.
not our boy.
I got Rafael winning this one.
Taking out our boy Gaethje. No, what do you have? How do you have Fiziev winning this?
That's the thing. In my mind, I see a knockout. I envision a knockout, but I can see Gaethje getting submitted, getting just outworked and getting submitted and being tired by the third round. At some point, his body's not going to react to getting punched all the time. You know what I'm saying? And this man has been in some wars. I mean, with Poirier, who he's fought a who's who at that division. You know what I mean? So to me, he's he's a Hall of Famer. He's a workman's Hall of Fame. You know, he'll get in there sooner or later. This man has Fight of the Night.
He's definitely gonna be in Hall of Fame. Oh
yeah, he's won so many awards of Fight of the Night. If you look at his stats, he's won through different magazines and things of that nature. He's won Round of the Night, Fight of the Nights for years. Okay, this guy puts on a show. You don't have 10 out of your 13 UFC fights be either performance or Fight of the Night bonuses. So, but it comes a toll on you, and you know, at some point your body can't take much more to a beating. So yeah, I got Rafael winning this one.
Damn, Justin, I'm sorry, homie. I thought Clubber D was gonna pick you because you know how much we love you here. He's always been, you know, hyping you up. But look, hey, Fiziev is a great fighter for a reason. I'm gonna go the other way here. I think that I know he's the favorite. I know there's a quick turnaround. I think Justin Gaethje is feeling at this point that he's already a Hall of Famer, but a few more losses may start to put a dent on his legacy. Yeah. And I think he kind of wants to try to control that ending of his career. So I'm going to just go out on a limb. I mean, you're the expert, so you're probably going to be right, but I'm going to go on a limb and say Justin Gaethje with the KO. Let's say KO. He usually likes to fight for a little bit. Let's go KO 3. Gaethje.
I mean, the first fight, you know, this is supposed to be Fiziev's like coming out type party, like his, you know, step to that next level. And Gaethje showed that he still had a lot left in him, and the wrestling towards the end of that fight is what want him to fight. You know, taking him down, kind of keeping him there, because Gaethje's a very good wrestler. He trains with Kamaru Usman. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
You know, I want to go with Gaethje. It's just that knockout I saw is just that, and
that was bad.
You know what I'm saying? And at the age 36, he could come rejuvenated. I actually hope I'm wrong, because I love watching him fight. I don't want him to lose a bad fashion. So this is one of the few times I hope I'm wrong, but I just feel like, you know, but there's still with Rafael coming off that knee injury, he hasn't fought in 18 months. You know what I'm saying? So right. How's he going to look coming off that knee injury? So there's a lot of what else and you know what's going to happen type deals with this one. So.
Yeah, it's a really good point as well. So we'll see if that rust plays any factor, because obviously being out, even though you have training and stuff like that, being out of the actual ring in an actual fight, having to react at the quick reaction time and speeds that you need to is a lot different than, you know, training in the gym. All right, so cool. Morning Wombat, what do you think? I know you've consistently been with us in the stream. Who you got in the co-main event? Anybody else? Drop it in the comments and let us know who you got in the co-main event, whether you got Justin Gaethje or Rafael Fiziev. All right, let's move it into the main event of the evening, UFC 313. For the light heavyweight championship of the world. The reigning defending champion has been on a roll, has taken fights out of nowhere, off the blue, just demolishing cats left and right. His record in UFC is 12-2. Obviously, we know he has a lot more fights than that. 12-2. And while he's fighting Magomed Ankalaev at 21-1 with one no contest. Both are coming off wins. Pereira has a 1-inch height advantage and a 4-inch reach advantage, although Ankalaev does have a 2-inch leg reach advantage. My friend, what do you think about this fight?
Whew. So everybody feels, yep, exactly. Morning Wombat, I'm with you on that. So with Magomed Ankalaev, the thing about him, you think because he's used with Khabib, and it's all Dagestan wrestling. He's a combat sambo fighter. This man, he has. I was looking up stuff. He has 11 gold MMA championships out in Russia, and competed in WMMA out there. I think that's in Europe, I believe. And he has 1 gold combat sambo championship. So he knows how to fight. They have one common opponent in Jan Blachowicz, where when Magomed fought Jan Blachowicz, it was a very boring fight, and it was a draw. When Alex Pereira fought Jan Blachowicz, that was actually the same night as Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. I was watching both fights, like boom, boom. That fight was a split decision going to Pereira, which I thought he actually lost that fight. But Jan Blachowicz, he was able to take him down. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to take Pereira down and keep him on the ground. Can Magomed do that? Yeah. Is Magomed going to try to stand up and do that sambo style fighting? Possibly. If this fight goes past 3 rounds.
Don't you tell me. Don't you dare tell me.
Fight goes past 3 rounds.
Gloves, bangers.
Magomed will win. If it goes past 3 rounds,
my God.
This fight. I'll say it right now.
What?
Past 3 rounds, Magomed will win. If it goes past 3. Now, if it doesn't, Pereira's going to knock him out. Pereira will knock him out in the first round, knock him out in the second round. He might knock him out in the third round, but if it goes past 3, I got Magomed. That's my caveat for this fight. I told myself I would never bet against Pereira, but if there's anyone in the heavyweight that has the tools to kind of slow him down and take him away from his power and put him on his back, Magomed's the one to do it.
I am absolutely and utterly shocked right now. You can see by the look in my face that you picked anybody over Alex Pereira. I mean, Ankalaev
if he moves up to heavyweight, if he fought John Jones would take him down. He wouldn't waste a second standing up with that guy. He'd take him down 2 seconds, and it'd be a boring fight. It'd be a ground and pound. So Magomed training with Khabib and Islam and the rest of the Dagestan crew, there's no way their plane is going to stand up with him. They're not going to want to stand up with him. They're going to keep it inside, do a lot of infighting, and take him down. There's no way they're going to want to stand up with him. It's like Yuri Bohashkic and Roundtree and Jamal Hill want to stand up. No, you don't stand up with him. Are you crazy? Man, he would knock the race off your face. You don't do that. you got to take that man down. So Jan Blachowicz was the blueprint on what you need to do against him. And Magomed and Jan had the most boring fight ever, but I think he could make this fight boring. And the thing with Pereira, he kind of gasses towards the later rounds, but that was when he was damn near cutting his leg off to make weight fighting Izzy. But he's 37 years old. I know he has a lot of wear and tear on his body, but he likes to stay active because he likes his pulse, likes to be loose. So that's where I'm saying if it goes past 3 rounds, Magomed can win this fight.
Okay, so you have it there. Clubber D, Club Banger, KO for Alex Pereira in rounds 1, 2, 3. If it's later than round 3, then it's Ankalaev. And would you say sub or would it go decision?
It could be either or. I would most likely lean for a sub, probably like a rear naked choke. We've never really seen Pereira's jiu-jitsu. Mr. Glitz over there. We've never really seen Pereira's jiu-jitsu, how good it is. So I would love to see if he can. You all right over there? A little strobe light. But I would love to see him in that situation. You know, if I'm wrong, I would love to be wrong. That means that he's evolved his mixed martial arts game. But you know, I haven't seen that yet out of him. So Magomed could you know pull this one out if he sticks to the game plan.
Okay, yeah. Let's check out some comments here. We got some comments from Morning Wombat. He says, "I think Big Ankh could give Alex some major problems. Ankh has a clear advantage in the grappling, but he's also capable of striking with Pereira, especially if he incorporates that takedown threat." He also follows up, anyone at 205 could get chinned by Alex, but I agree with Clubber that Ankh will need some ground control time to be successful. Ankh isn't just a puncher on the feet. He's pretty crafty and technical.
That's that combat sambo background, man. This guy, you know, if you're not familiar with combat sambo, just think of like you're wearing a gi. What are sambo and there's combat? There's two different. There's combat and there's sambo and there's combat sambo. But think of like wearing a gi and it's judo mixed with MMA, kind of. It's, you know, not the full rules of MMA, but kind of like a judo aspect to it as well. So kind of like how Fedor fought. When Fedor, he get in, grab you, take you down, grapple, do something like that.
And then he finally follows it up with, let's keep in mind too, Pereira keeps his hands down. His offense is so potent that it leaves him vulnerable to counter shots. That's how Izzy chinned him.
Yeah, Izzy got him good too, and he has a big ass freaking head and face. It's just Roundtree was very effective against Pereira. It's just that he was just taking so much of a beating from him, and he did get dropped when he got lackadaisical with that spinning back fist and caught him with the shin. I was caught him with his forearm, sorry, and he dropped Pereira for a second. So you know, they're similar in height. Pereira does have the reach advantage, but I think Magomed he does have the tools to get in close and make this a dogfight. And if it's a dogfight, I don't see Pereira winning a dogfight. He wants to keep him at range, keep him at distance, so we can tear those leg kicks that Pereira does are paralyzing. So that's when you're fighting from the outside because he can just kick you in that calf so quick. So they know that, so they're not going to want to be at range. They're going to want to be in close, make this a close fight, and that's where Magomed has the advantage. So trust me, 1 or 2 rounds, I can see Pereira knocking him out. But if it goes past 3 rounds, oh yeah, Magomed's gonna get that.
All right, well, there you all go. Make sure you take that to whatever betting platform you're on, whether it's FanDuel, DraftKings, ESPN Bet, Caesars, any of those. And then if any of y'all want to sponsor us, please let us know. We are open to sponsorships. Hit us up on the line. But that being said, make sure you take these bets to the betting because Clubber D's Club Bangers are on point. They have been a little rough lately, but I promise you for the year, he is way more wins than losses. I can tell you that. Now, just to give you a recap, Ruffy over Green, Lucindo over Lemos, Bahamondes over Turner, Fiziev over Gaethje, and then Pereira over Ankalaev in the first 3 rounds with a KO, or the Clubber caveat for the main event, Ankalaev in 4th or 5th with a sub, possibly a decision. You make the choice there.
Subscribe on YouTube at Ball and Buds for sports and entertainment